Thanks so much, folks. That is our presentation. Tommy, don't leave yet. A couple of thanks. First to Grace and Tierney, thank you so much for having us. Please make sure that you take care of your bartenders back there. Thank you for Cindy for working the door. We love you, Cindy. Thank you for your great energy. Thank you, Cindy. We're also lucky to have Tierney's in the neighborhood. You know, this is the place to come if you want to play live music. And the main reason for that is Miguel Rodriguez on stage. About 6 months ago, I was talking to a friend of mine who told me that he was getting into the props business. He's going to start making props. So I told him I was doing a Tommy show, and he said, well, what do you need? And I said, well, I need a pinball machine, but I don't think you can do that. He said, I will build you a pinball machine. Doug McClure, thank you so much. Really fantastic. She wasn't here tonight. If you missed it earlier, Cecily Williams was supposed to be here to be our acid queen. Unfortunately, she was not feeling well. Get better soon, Cecily. Thank you very much. Healing vibes to her. And the band. A better bunch of people I could not possibly have ever dreamed to find. Their talent is obvious. You saw the show, but the type of people that they are is really just it's just mind-blowing. I feel so fortunate to be around them. The band. On keyboards, Mr. Steve Runyon. On guitar, Mr. Bill Karcher. I was so excited to tell this next guy that I wanted to do a Who show because I knew he'd be into it. When I tell people that we were doing a Who show, they ask me 2 questions. Who's playing bass and who's playing drums? Drummer, Chris Brennan. There's some people that just feel good to be around. You know, they kind of change the atmosphere, they change the energy. And this guy is one of those guys. His talent, again, obvious, but just what a great person to be around. On saxophone, Mr. Tony Orbach. And the lady of the crew, who keeps us honest and tells the most dirty jokes in rehearsal that you could ever possibly. Yes. And she killed it tonight with Love Reign Over Me and a whole bunch of other stuff. Miss Jeanette, Rudy! When I told this next person that I wanted to do a Who show, he said, all right, well, maybe we'll get together next week, we'll start talking about it. When I got to his house the next week, he had a complete book with every single song totally charted out, and he'd already ran through the whole show twice. That's my dad! His hero, or one of his heroes, is John Entwistle, and you can see that influence, obviously. Yeah! One of the most generous persons, along with his wife, Beth, that I've ever come across. Gerry Griffin on bass. And the guy that, I might describe him as the musical director of the band. He can kind of do everything, whether it's a guitar part he's talking to Billy about, a drum part to Chris. I've heard him sing sax lines to Tony, right? And of course the vocal harmonies. Anything that sounded anyway halfway decent tonight vocally is because of Mr. Matt Sullivan.
Hey, you learned the guitar part for Overture, man. That deserves a round of applause. Yes.
As the guy that put all this together, he got us all together and worked us like the dogs we are. Mr. Jimmy Cowan. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. We tried one more in rehearsal the other day. We'll give it a shot here and we'll see what happens. Thanks again for coming. One more for you.
Thank you.